How now? How now, brown cow? How now? How? How now? How now, brown cow? How now? How now, brown cow? I'm gonna try not to be vitriolic today. This is a true statement. It can be explained philosophically using syllogistic logic. What is syllogistic? What are syllogisms? What are syllogisms? Jisms. Norm Macdonald did a really good joke about this, the University of Science joke, on, I think it was Conan. All men are mortal. Socrates is a man. Therefore, Socrates is mortal. That's the basic syllogism. The basic, most rudimentary form of logic you can possibly get into. So, but it gets far more complex. And it's also, by the way, the Boolean logic is based on syllogistic logic. So, coding languages. And by the way, I'm trying to finally, for the first time, teach myself how to code. And Grok is helping me. Now, yesterday I got approximately, and they reveal themselves. Like, all I have to do, there's a common meme on 4chan where people are like, do nothing, win. All you gotta do is nothing, and you win. So it was yesterday. Yeah, okay, so I'm using the oldest form text editor in a terminal called Vi. The subsequent to that was Vim, and then subsequent to that are the variety of other, like Nano and other text editors. Now, yesterday I got to this point, wrote a really basic Python program, and maybe I can just bring in the second one that I wrote. I wonder if this will allow. Okay, so I'm revealing a lot of fucking information here by doing this, which is really risque, but let's say the meaties, they're all mean. They don't like bad words, and they're mean about it. What is it? Alright, so you prompt it, and it says, "What is your name, poet?" And you tell it what your name is. My name happens to be and this is my given name. So this is my legal name that's on my birth certificate. And so, again, I'm being very risque with this stuff. So this program, once you put in your name, it'll tell you how many letters are in your name. Really simple program, but it's great. Yeah, it's 3 lines of code. So I learned that, but yesterday, in the middle of it, because there's, again, it's stimulus response. So I went immediately to, and this is how you know this fucking, they might be just fucking erasing this shit on the fly. Let's find out. You can tell this guy's a Fed because I'm trying not to be mean. I said, haha, because I can go for hours with Grok. Okay? Hours. 18 questions are not. The limitations on non-premium users are evidently rather arbitrary. And they can just, they will just, and this also reveals the level, like a level of involvement behind the scenes of people within these companies. Like people like just hateful, hiding in a dark corner people who can't look me in the eye and have a conversation, or even just like have a prompt, like, you know, let's set up you don't have to get physically close to me, but like explain yourself, you know. So I got to the point where I had written some just really basic thing. So I'm teaching myself to code. I'm learning Python as the most basic thing first. And I got to a point where I had succeeded in just a really basic script, and Grok shows up with, "Oh, no, you've reached your limit on questions. The 18 questions you've asked, now your limit. Now you have a limit." And then I go and I say this, I post this, and within, what was this? Within however long, this guy, clearly a fucking Fed, like who? What the fuck? Who are you, and what do you fucking give a shit? And he has, on multiple occasions, posed questions like this. Like, don't you have a fucking warrant? Aren't you being a mama? How many outstanding warrants are there for your arrest? I actually don't fucking know. And at this point, I don't fucking care. Like, it's because the great question is, can you look it up for me? I have no monies. Second question, how many are legitimate warrants? And I will confess, the possibility exists that there are legitimate warrants for accusations of legitimate crimes that ought to exist for legitimate reasons, ethical reasons. Unrelated to that, among the myriad ethically justifiable laws in existence, among them are concerns over operating heavy machinery while under the influence of an intoxicating substance. Okay? This is a legitimate public safety concern. Somebody who's 4 or 5 sheets to the wind on a fifth of fucking Jack Daniels shouldn't be using the backhoe on the construction site to redo the sewer system on 23rd Street or something. Do you know, like, these are legitimate concerns of ethical public safety concerns. Okay? What I am really in particular concerned about are bullshit like this. By the way, out of all the things I lost, at this point, I'm going to probably say, out of all the things that were taken from me, which is everything, like every material object I have ever held as having sentimental value related to memories and just everything, legal stuff, like everything has been taken, and I'm like the buck and very bottom, and they still won't quit. How far can you deprive a man of his integrity and his integral value and contribution to society? Like, I was at the ribbon cutting ceremony for the Lawrence Chamber of Commerce for the opening of Spin Pizza on West 6th Street. My picture, like, I'm in the ribbon cutting ceremony picture. I've not lived my life as a fucking deviant. Okay? I remain the same ethically fortified person that I have always fucking been. And everything has been taken from me. And at the bottom, they still, and this is evidence of their fucking malicious nature, I am at the very fucking bottom, and they're like, stomp him through the grates. Okay? Like, we don't quit until he's dead. How many of us will it take? How many of us will it take? Huh? How many of us does it take? He's just one fucking guy. Just one fucking guy. With the power of the universe, the creator, on my side. So, when I was, I'm not checking that, Willie, you're a fucking faggot. Sorry. Friendly Friday. I'm not checking that, Willie. You're a nigger. It's a little less harsh. So during the latter stages of my probationary period with Johnson County, Kansas, I was assigned probation officer number 1. And then that probation officer, after 1 or 2 conversations, had some reason to pass me off to another probation officer. And then I got another probation officer. And then for some reason, that probation officer, before I even had a verbal or communications exchange with that person, decided to pass me off to yet another probation officer in Johnson County. These are, by the way, witnesses, and I have their names. Okay? Until finally they landed with somebody with the coolest name, the coolest fucking name ever. Wendy Hugeback. Okay? Now, let us look at 2023. That seems about right. Surprise! So I tagged, hello ladies. Oh, I ended up tagging somebody else. Because this was at the end. This was at the day I got out of jail after my last arrest. I was under the supervision of the state of Kansas for a year and a half. The strict supervision. Fucking couldn't drink. Like, just the most maddening form of do as we say, elsewise you have serious fucking problems. And the very, very day I want to show. So this is the day I got out of jail. It was on Halloween 2023. Okay, and so October 27th. Good morning. I've not received anything from the judge yet. October 27th. October 31st. Good morning. I did submit the discharge paperwork yesterday, but it'll probably be a day or two. Oh, okay. It'll probably be a day or two. I haven't looked at this stuff in a while, so bear with me. Thank you for the update. Hi, Ryan. The timing on this is off because this came, and it's probably because that's it. If I change my computer has the timing is off, but this was late on the time this was received was actually late on October 31st on Halloween. I remember all the details. I received this email in the evening on October 31st, 2023 from my huge back probation officer, the final, the third or fourth probation officer who took the case, because the case required a criminal fucking psychopath to participate in this situation. Okay? Turns out Wendy Hugeback is a criminal fucking psychopath. Do you want to know how? Where's the smoking gun in this one? They reveal themselves. Okay? The judge signed it. Within minutes of me receiving this and reading it, I went to the liquor store across the street from Quick Trip. I bought a 6-pack of beer, and then I drove across the street to Quick Trip to get a $2 fucking buffalo something, one of those things on the roller grill. Those grills that I fucking have cleaned several times when I worked there. And parked in front of Quick Trip. This was within minutes of me reading this and getting a 6-pack and going over there. 3 Liberty police officers show up like stink on shit, like flies and maggots out of the fucking blue. Why did they arrest me? Multiple aspects to this. Think it through logically, okay? They arrested me on a warrant that had allegedly been in the system since July, August, September, October. 5 months. Okay? For 5 months I drove with the same tags, the same legal vehicular situation through Kansas, through Missouri, I drive in the exact same vehicle in the presence of cops everywhere, always and forever, to the Johnson County fucking Sheriff's Office where the probation officers dwell. Okay? Never between July and October had I ever had a problem. And you're telling me that by happenstance and by coincidence, by sheer fucking coincidence, sitting parked in front of Quick Trip, flagged somebody about a warrant? Bullshit. The exact day, this is how you know they're fucking deliberately fucking me. Deliberately. And fucking with me. Okay, so let's go back to, okay, I get out of jail. 10 days later, I lose my job. 10 days of me vanishing, not showing up to work. No ability to communicate because I don't have my fucking phone numbers memorized. I lose my job in Liberty, lose my place of residence. Fresh out of jail, barely have enough money to get, just barely have enough money to get my fucking car out of impound, which is another criminal fucking psychopath venue. And then I'm like, what the fuck, ladies? Hello? Susan Hadel, Wendy Hugeback. Susan Hadel of Douglas County Courts, Wendy Hugeback of Johnson County. I go to talk to Susan. I literally go in person and have a conversation with Susan. She invites me, yeah, let's fucking talk. When I get there, she goes, I can't talk about this new case. I can't talk to you about the very fucking thing that I wanted to have a conversation about, and you're waiting until I get down here to fucking tell me about it? Psychopaths. So her response is, I know nothing about this. I will attempt to find out what generated the charges from Douglas County. Look at this. If it was during the course of this probation, then it's a different story. Okay, at one point she goes, since your charges stem from before you were placed on probation here, you are still off our... And it's not effective. Just go through it all with Douglas County. Bullshit. Okay, here we go. Smoking gun. And yes, it was during probation with Johnson County. That was fucking horseshit. Ryan, I'm sorry, but I'm not able to provide any documentation unless it's subpoenaed by the court. What do you need to reconcile with Johnson County about? Your probation has been terminated. The offense you were just arrested for occurred before you were placed on probation here. Bullshit. And if I'm under fucking supervision, it is your fucking obligation as a participant in the fucking system to inform me if I have a warrant for my fucking arrest for 3 felonies. 3 felony warrants. This right here is a smoking gun. I'm sorry, but unless it's subpoenaed by the court. Here's what she's saying. I am not obligated to do anything for you, and I refuse to, in other words, unless I am forced to. There's no, I'm gonna, help you out here, nothing. It's, you can't make me confess my crimes. Only a court can do that. That's what this fucking sentence means. Sorry, Friendly Friday. I love your name, Wendy Hugeback. I love your name. I love your huge back. Where does that even fucking come from? Friendly Friday. Let's keep it PG. Yeah. Friendly Friday. So I picked Nick Moreno. I know he's most likely never going to see this. And if he does, hi Nick. I'm going to give you 5 minutes of love. Oh, the reason I was talking about losing all my shit is look at what I still have. Someone's going to recognize that. Someone's going to recognize something. Out of all the things I lost, I still have one thing. One. Just one. Nickelodeon. I remember actually saying that to him too. I remember doing that when he was working. So we were working together. I consider it working together because and I didn't know this at the time, but I now know that a manager is a job. Oh, did they block me? You pussies. Sorry, Deb. I kept commenting on stuff on Instagram. I miss you guys. Oh, there it is. Oh, am I not following them already? So we worked 4 hours ago. Oh, yeah. Look at that fucking salad. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. I helped pick those plates. I almost invested my life in that place. Still love you guys. That's where me and Nick met. And Nick was a busser. And then he progressed into... and so, by the way, I'm speaking of the person I know. The person who is not... Well, I'm speaking to both. How about this? The person I know or knew, and the person whose life is only able to be understood through the corollary of the fiction, the correlated fiction of digital of cyberspace. Okay, so the person I knew 10, 12 years ago, and his young buckaroo was attending KU, young, college age, having a good time, doing the thing. Good kid. Him and I think it was his cousin. I love those dudes. I just fucking loved them through and through. Just had, even to the point where I believe I had to go to bat for them a couple times. Come on. Let him, it'll be fine. Just leave him alone. Oh, he's late again, or whatever, that type of shit. Managing it is not a hierarchy thing. So, it is in a way, but it's the position, the job role of manager. I now know. I didn't understand it then, so which is why I was all fucking weird about it. It's another job. So, being a manager is not being a super, or a supervisor. They should change that. They should get rid of that, because the job is not to lord power or authority over somebody. The job is to make sure that the job gets done, and it only applies during work hours, on duty. Being a manager in order to manage a thing at a company applies only to the role you're playing on the clock. And that is something that you really, if you're in this situation now, everybody needs to get this into their head so that they don't end up fucking all schizoid about it. All you're doing is a job. You're managing specific things to make sure that these specific things are getting done. It has nothing to do with your relationship with the individual. It has to do with your role and their role. Your role just like theirs. A server is required to do A, B, C, and D. Go to the table, know the menu, take the order, provide this and that, smile, don't be a dick about it. Your job as a manager is to make sure that the server's doing their job, the bartender's doing their job, the cook is doing their job. That's it. You're just like, you know what the job is and you know how it's supposed to be done, and your job is to make sure that it's being done. That's it. You're just like a quality check. You're quality assurance. All managers are quality assurance technicians. Get rid of the fucking concept of a manager. That's it. And so you can design your fucking business in that way. Sorry, Nick. I was Nick's manager. Didn't know it at the time that I wasn't supposed to be this like authority, which I fucking is not who I am, obviously. But he went on to he got a job, a second. So when he left the Mad Greek, he became either a representative for the Coors Company at the restaurant. So he was basically who I dealt with, or who dropped off the beer. I can't remember, because there are different vendors for different brands, and I remember it was Coors, right, Nick? And he did a fucking great job then too, and I ended up seeing him when I moved over to Merchants, and then he moved on to do whatever else. So, and here's where the real and the digital part ways. I have no idea. So what I know about Nick is his birthday was about a month ago. Happy birthday. What else can I know about him? He's in a committed relationship in Kansas City somewhere. Great. Oh, Kansas City, Kansas Chamber Awards luncheon. So he's into some serious. He might have to unfriend me now. Sorry, guy. I don't want to shit on anybody's fucking parade. But who knows? Like, this could be fake. If it's real, what are the details there? Is a committed relation? How good is the committed relationship? If you were to rely on Facebook for understanding my relationship with my ex, everybody thought and believed, like in their minds, it was this like legitimately picture perfect fucking situation, when it clearly was not. And so who knows the details? Do you know how you come to understand details? You spend real time, which is like seconds, like the sun and the moon. Real time? Do you remember time? With that person. And sorry I'm doing this laying down. It feels like I'm like about to solicit someone for like dick pics or something. Not Nick. Nick's in a committed relationship. Love him. No matter what. Amazing dude. Oh, look at that. Legally. Okay, great. Fucking love that guy. I don't know what his life is like now. He's married. He's from KCK. I do remember that. And he's doing great. Whatever he's doing, he appears to be doing great. But you know what else could be the case? He could be let's just invent something, a scenario. Nick Moreno is a triathlete, okay, who spends Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Rowing a canoe on a team of 4, rowing up the Kansas River. And his favorite color is pink, like salmon, and he wears only a pink Speedo when he goes to row up the Kansas River with his team of... This is possible, guys. The level of detail of specific things about his life that are possible. I'm not saying that they would never suggest that it's really happening, but it's possible. People can live their lives however they want outside of the internet. And here's what I admire. Good job, Nick. The fact that I cannot know any of these details without going to 2024. How many posts in the year of our Lord 2025, it's 6 months in, has Nick shared on Facebook? All of 3. Do you know how much time there is in 6 months? You know how much time it takes to fucking get tagged in something? Do you see how this works? You must get to this point where digital reality and real reality are not the same thing. They are tangential. They're parallel. And one is of greater significance. Think of it as your, like, your thumb and your index finger. Your thumb is far more important because it's what makes us human. The ability to grab things. I'm just fucking bullshitting here. But it's thicker, has more substance, there's more meat to it. And then your index finger has value, but it's not, there's other fingers. You don't need your index finger. It really helps to have it. But it's not nearly as important as having a thumb. And your real life versus your digital life can be thought of in as not precisely that, because I just made that shit up. But do you get what I'm saying? Like, the vast majority of those who have demonized and villainized me, the vast, including the psychopaths who spring surprise warrants on me, including the psychopaths who like to rub it in because they're fucking federal agents posing as pretending to be some kind of a fucking who the fuck knows just to fucking troll me. Yeah, fuck him. I mean, I really don't care. Like, follow me. I do very little blocking. I think blocking is for pussies. But as per this meme here, those, by the way, yes, let's eat the rich. The William Prettyman will tell you how to prepare them. William Joseph Prettyman, Carol Prettyman, and Joe Prettyman, who are connected to the Cosentino crime family, and a whole load of Freemasons in the central Missouri, Kansas City area. They know how to prepare a human meat for consumption. So when the time comes to take those criminals and throw them into a wood chipper. If you want to eat them, you're going to need right Willie, bacon for the meatloaf, and or you just explain that it's deer meat that's waterlogged, right? Oh, this is deer meat. Even waterlogged deer meat would have the fucking very specific flavor of deer. These meats did not fucking taste like anything at all. You know why? Because human meat doesn't have a flavor. Sorry, let's go this direction. I just heard someone say, if they never heard your side of the story, then the side they did hear is just a reflection of how they already felt about you. And it is confirmation bias. Another very important philosophical principle. Confirmation bias. Oh, I'm done kissing Nick's ass. I'm gonna randomly pick. I really want to just randomly pick people. Although picking people who are like showing up at the top here, because I'm pretty sure that the algorithm displays this based on who has showed interest in your profile most recently, or who you've interacted with most recently. I don't know how it fucking works. Confirmation bias, yeah, that's right. Confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior beliefs or values. People display this bias when they select information that supports their views, ignoring contrary information, or when they interpret ambiguous evidence as supporting their existing attitudes. The effect is strongest for desired outcomes, for emotionally charged issues, and for deeply entrenched beliefs, like religious beliefs. Like the religious belief that gay people exist, or that a person is born gay. It's a religious belief. Or a person is born in the wrong body, in the wrong gender. It's a religious belief. It is not supported by evidence. It's not supported by biology. It's not supported by anything. It is a religious conviction, and everybody is entitled to their religious beliefs. It's fine. Just call it what it is. Anyway, if you have a deeply entrenched religious belief, the likelihood that you're going to consider, because you're committing the logical fallacy that is confirmation bias, your bias is towards confirming what you already believe. You're not open-minded. You do not have an open mind. If you believe something and refuse to consider otherwise, you do not have an open mind. You are closed-minded. You're religious. You're a religious zealot, in fact. The idea that I'm a monster is based on just basic fucking religious convictions that are really retarded. Really retarded. Like really, really retarded religious convictions. Like there was there's a old lady mentality that goes along with you're not supposed to say that. So back in 2020, I invented the term, and I really hope that it catches on. Pearl clutching neo-Puritan. You remember the Puritans in high school when you're learning about the Quakers and all that, like the puritanical people, you remember thinking, oh, gee whiz, they wouldn't, like women were forced to wear head to toe garments. And if you showed too much ankle, it was like you're a whore. It's still like that in some Middle Eastern places. Puritanical, which has roots in it has roots in actual there's some legitimacy to it, which involves sexual arousal and pornography and all that stuff. But it's not, as a liberal Democrat, as a descendant of as a citizen of a liberal democracy, I don't adhere to those beliefs intrinsically, but I'm open-minded to why they exist. You see? There's multiple cultures. So the Puritans had similar beliefs as fundamentalist Islam do today with the hijab. Okay? You look at a certain point, it was considered, okay, they are too religious in their sanctimonious approach to what ought to and ought not to be done. I take all of that sentimentality and apply it to people who say things like, you're not supposed to say that. You're a Puritan. Haha, you are a neo-Puritan. Except for it's not even, I would 100% embrace it if it was based on religious, like if the connection that if they made the connection in their mind, like there is such a thing as right and wrong, and it's right to use these words, it's wrong to use these words, and in violating, the ethical principle of using words in a way that is ethically, incorrect, you're not supposed to say those because God or the universal human principles of whatever. Like if there was some well-founded, deeply rooted religious explanation for going, like, you're not supposed to say that, then I would be like, yeah, okay, around you I'm not going to say it. Just like around my grandpa I wouldn't say Jesus Christ or goddamn. You're like, watch your mouth. Like you can't go up to an old lady and say, well, god damn it, because that old lady is going to be like, hey, you watch your mouth around me, don't take the Lord's name in vain. Exact same reason I won't say, bad words, certain bad words that are going to offend certain people because of their religious position that is based on morals and ethics. We don't have that. What you have are people who go, you're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say that. And they have no foundation for it other than my feelings. I think, I don't even know what I think, you're just not supposed to say that. It's not because God told us not to say that. It's not because, do you know what I'm saying? It's a religious belief that is not founded in religion. That's why it's so fucked. So I am now free from anyone who has villainized me without even speaking to me. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, that jacket is tight, son. You know what I mean? Yeah, me. Hey, yo, that jacket is tight, son. Hey, yo, break that shit. Hey, yo, that jacket is tight, son. Okay, I gotta go pee. I hope that laying in the bed was not too much of a St. Paul. What is this? What is his name? RPC. If you guys don't watch Your Mom's House, you are you're a criminal. Oh, they better have their own fucking... Yes! They have their own Wikipedia page. Oh, yeah. Tom Segura and Christina Pajitsky, who live in Austin. Hey, shout out to Tom Segura and Christina Pajitsky. Come help me out, guys. I've got fucking cannibals after me. Please. Brian Redband, Joe Rogan, yada yada. I want to know it fandom. Okay. There's a... Oh, they don't have... He needs to be on here, guys. RPC needs to be a part of your Wikipedia page. He's fundamental to the show. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Check it out. Try it out. Try it out. Well, anyway, I'm not going to look it up, but one of his... I forget his name. Something Paul Champlain or something. I forget his name. I think, pretty sure RPC is the initials. But this guy's like... He's trying to invite people on the internet to his house. And he's doing one of these that I'm doing right now. Like he's laying down, looking at a camera with his fat face, like smoothed back, and he's appealing to the audience for sex. You'll have to look it up yourself. It's towards the beginning of the Your Mom's House podcast. I highly recommend looking it up. Champagne? Robert Paul Champagne. That's got to be it. Maybe there is. Maybe that's how I can kill my computer. I gotta fucking do this. Try it out. This is the kind of shit that, because I come from a dark place, I have a dark sense of humor, and so does Tom Segura, who now has a fucking really awesome show on Netflix now called Bad Thoughts or Dark Thoughts or something. RPC YMH. Let's just see if that works. $22 minutes? You people are out of your fucking minds.
Hey, let me show you something. Do you mind throwing those on for a second? Yeah. I just always wanted to get your reaction. You can look at. I think it'll play up both, right? Yeah. This is just fun stuff that we like to show people.
Oh God.
No.
This is a backup camera.
Let him lean on the car.
Don't move the car away. Look at it. He doesn't care.
That's not the one.
This is how folks die.
Yeah.
It totally is. It's just panic. Yeah. And I told some other voice said,
Here he is.
fucking... A fun section. Will you throw those on one more time? Yeah. I'll give you this one. This is also very New York. So as a guy who lived in New York for a long time, might like this. Okay.
Black guys love to fuck good. If you're a hot black guy, you want to fuck me at $23.95. If you want to move in, you can move in. If you're gonna fuck, I need to be fucked a lot, man. Get free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's a deal, man. Men from jail, homeless, or you're a thug, you want to come move in. If friend can move to you, man. Free rent, you can lease in a key. Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, I'm home man out. You see me when I come over today and try it out, man.
Try it out.
If you're in my building, try it out. You want to fucking piss on me, try it out. Seriously, probably only as fuck, man. I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it and want to do it, and I want to deliver it. I'm a hot fuck white trash. Come back for this fuck.
There you go, New York. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
That was like romantic. You know what the wildest thing is about this? He puts out this message. We're in awe of it. I mean, obviously you are too. I mean, it's so direct. You know, it's so. You want to piss on me? You can get free rent for leasing a key. Just piss on me, beat me. Your friend. If you're homeless, you're just out of jail. You got a friend. Him too. You just got to fuck me. Puts this out, and like one of my first thoughts, I was like, well, this guy's definitely dead. You know, like it's like dead going down. That's what my first thought was.
He's got
Well, fuck.
No, here's the sadder story.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody answered.
Well,
Nobody answered. It got him nothing.
we watched this
That's the
video.
saddest thing. We would play it like, ain't no motherfucking guy.
We watched the video for like a year and a half.
We know. We've been talking about him for years.
We found him, and we talked to him, and yeah, he makes his own hats. He does. Yeah.
He gave me a Barbie.
2025 Wagner House.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, why obscure the address? Let him get some fucking business out of this.
We put it out a lot. It's between 124th and First Avenue. Yeah.
Oh, way the fuck up there.
Way up there.
Like the Spanish Harlem. You know, Spanish Harlem.
Yeah.
Sure. That's fucking no. You can't believe you're still in the same city. That's the fucking 1972 where he lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bleak. Fucking 124th and First Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the RFK Bridge and all that shit, and it's just
Yeah.
It's Wagner houses.
I mean, this video, we went to a lot of different videos, but this man captivated me and really captured my heart and my imagination for a year.
He's really fascinating because this is what he wants.
Yeah.
And he says it, and he's
Yeah.
just like, listen, man, it's all these things, and it's anything you want, and just fuck me. I want it. I want to be fucked by somebody who's hardcore, homeless.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: is I feel like he's reading it.
Oh, wow.
He's rattling it off, or he's like one of these kind of beat poets who's like rattling.
You know what?
I'll
tell you why it feels like he's reading it.
Why?
He says it so many
He says
times.
so many
He
times.
repeats it. It's a
Yes.
mantra at
It's
this
a mantra.
point. It's
I watched him make
completely-
videos forever, and always the same thing. He always gave his full address, always gave his full phone number, always was like, piss on me, beat me, fuck
Did he
me.
tell you anything about how often he gets responses?
He's like, yeah, it's not as good as it should be.
You think you're just fucking putting it out there.
Yeah.
There's no hitches in this deal. I could go fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I could just tell him. I could say, meet me in the lobby. I got a building. I gotta take a leak. I just gotta take a leak, and it might as well be you.
Alright, that's the kind of humor that I get up to. So if you think, oh fuck. What did I do? Is it done? Is it all over? Has God come to punish me instead? Has the truth come to punish me instead? Can you really just leave and then it stays going? That's fucking wild. Anyway, have a friendly Friday, ladies and gentlemen.